All right, so today we're gonna fix the volume on and off, not the volume, but it's the bass. And it's got an on and off switch, but it's broken. This thing keeps going in circles continuously, so it's not right. But then I'm also looking at this. It says it's an 8. This is the electrolytic capacitor. It's an 8F or MPB, whatever. The schematic says it should be a 12 and a 16. They both say 8. I don't know if you can see that. But yeah, I'm going to have to double check that to make sure it's not really what it says. If not, I'll change them. If anybody knows anything about this model, I'd really appreciate any feedback on whether this is supposed to be a 12 and a 16 or they should be both 8s. I don't think so, because my schematic says in here, if I can find it real quick, oops, upside down. See, this one should be a 12 and this one should be a 16. So yeah, but if you look at the schematic, this is for a bunch of them, the 4180, the 4185, and the 4190. So I don't know if they've changed them. So anyway, before I even change them, if anybody knows what they should be, please let me know. Let me put this on pause and I'll turn this thing upside down real quick. All right, this is the pot I need to change. If you look closely, I don't know if you can see it, they've put a little jumper in here. This little wire here, that's a jumper, so it's always on. So I'm going to disconnect that. I'm going to disconnect the whole thing, but I'm going to take it apart and then see what its problem is. I can maybe fix it depending if it's a loose part or a broken part. So we'll see. I'll take it apart. But the one thing you want to do before you do any of that is take pictures. Lots of pictures, close-up pictures, as clear as you can get them, so that you can put it back together the way it should be. So let me get situated and then we'll take this thing apart. All right, as you can see, I cut the jumper and it does not come apart. So I'm going to take a picture of this and take this whole thing apart. No, I say it doesn't come on. Is that what I said? I don't know. All right, I've cut this little jumper here and the radio does not come on, which is why it's broken. As soon as you plug it in, it comes on when this is connected. So anyway, I'm going to take lots of pictures and take this guy apart, and let's take a good look and see what its issue is. All right, so here it is. The one thing you want to do before you start is you want to mark this guy, just so that when you put it back together there won't be any confusion. What I'm going to do is I'm going to mark it like, it's hard to do with the while you're holding the camera. I'm going to mark this here, okay, and I'm going to mark the side that corresponds with the top, so that when I put it back together, it's going to be easy to put it back together. So let me get my little fancy dancy tool. What I do is I open up these little tabs here by grabbing them like this. Let's see if I can do this. All right, you see that? All right, I'm gonna this way. All right, grab it like that and just open it up, okay? I'm gonna do that for each little tab. There's another one. Here's another one. Okay. This thing will come apart. All right, see if we can get the sucker apart. See what's going on inside. See, that's the problem right there, I think. All right, so let's figure out why it's not working. Let me study this a little bit and I'll come right back. All right, so here's the problem. It's broken. The on and off part of it works. You can hear it click. But it's definitely broken. I'm not sure if there's any way I can fix this at all. Oh, yeah. That means I have to find one somewhere. And this spring is broken as well. I think I'm going to be stuck having to buy one. Hopefully it says how many ohms this is. All right, well, that's my story. Looks like I'm going to have to go on the internet and see if I can find another pot. Okay, so what I think I'm going to do is put this pot in. I don't know how many ohms any of these are, and that makes a difference. There's no, I guess I could look at the schematic. I'll do that later. Right now I'm going to put this in and see what I get. If I have to, I'll go ahead and use the toggle switch that I had to begin with and see if I can find the original pot. But that's going to be a needle in the haystack on the internet. So let's see what this does. I'll hook it all up and then we'll try it. All right, so what I did is I went ahead and installed the pot with the old capacitors for now, just to give it a test, see how it goes. Of course, this is the on and off switch. It's going to be a toggle switch, I guess, until I find another pot. But for right now, yeah, we're going to test it. We can always cut this off and grind a flat spot on there so that the knob will fit correctly. So let's try it and see what it does. All right, let's plug it in. Hope for the best. Lights on, that's a good sign.
And it was a sacrifice that would of Israel, according to Sages, after the Messiah.
Well, tone control works.
Now this is not in Torah. This is extra.
That's good.
But it still seems to have been. Take us out of it. Minor delays on SR 667 in both directions between East 2nd Street / Glendale Avenue in Scaleti Lane, Reno, Washoe County, Nevada. Beginning on February 21st, 21 to
It's
June
good.
30th, 21 from 9 p.m. to 6
So,
p.m.
I guess I'll be using that pot for now and take it from there. All right, the next thing I want to do is disconnect one of these wires and check this capacitor to see if it's really 8, like it says. See, somebody wrote 12 at 250, but yet they put what looks like an 8. So let's check it and see what we got. All right, I've got it connected and it shows it as being a 9. So they did put an 8 in there. So I'm going to switch it to a 12 and then try it. See what we got. I do have a 15 here, but that's going to go on the other one. But let me find a 12, hook it up, and then we'll try it and see if it makes any difference. All right, it's not the best looking job, but yeah, it's in there. Let's see what it does. I've got the other one disconnected right here. We'll just keep one side connected for the time being, but let's try it, see what it does. All right, well, it works.
You couldn't. It would have to.
I'm still getting a hum on one of these stations, but I'm going to go ahead and change out the other one
Absolutely right, 99.8% of the time.
and see what happens.
Network KOH.
Okay, I had to look twice to make sure I wasn't making a mistake. Here's a red wire, and the other one's connected to ground, so this is what I'm getting. It's supposed to be an 8. So that one's definitely not good. So that should cure that humming on that one station. So I'm going to go ahead and replace that and take it from there. All right, so I disconnected the capacitor, which is this one right here, electrolytic capacitors. I cut the wires, and one side went here, the positive side, and the other side went to ground, which I'll have to find some ground somewhere. But this is the capacitor I'm about to install. It's a 16, and we have 15.75, which to me is close enough. So I'll install that, and then we'll try it again. All right, she's installed. Let's turn it around, plug it in. I gotta connect the antenna, so hold on. Okay, I can't leave it on the station for very long, but it works fine. Copyright crap from YouTube won't allow me, so anyway, works fine. Now I'm going to work on this, shorten it up, put a flat spot on here so it's like the others, and we'll take it from there. And I'll change a few more capacitors, and we'll call it part 2 for now. Well, something went definitely wrong. I don't know what happened. I don't think it's my fault. But after installing the tone, I went to test it, and it sort of went up in smoke. Now, I'll probably end up parting this out. What's happening is this number 84 glows like a light bulb. I don't know what's going on. Something went up in smoke underneath. So I'll be selling parts. So this is the end of the video. There won't be any more parts. If you need a speaker or an antenna, the cabinet's in good shape. Let me know. I'll keep it for a while. But this is the end. I'll have some knobs for sale. All the knobs are good. And this is the end of my Philco 4180. I'm not going to dig into it. I can't find anything really wrong underneath. But something has gone haywire underneath. I even took the tone pot out, disconnected it, and it's still doing exactly the same thing. So I don't think it's something I did. I have no idea, to be honest. So I'll be selling this little pilot light. It's all redone with a new wire, a new light bulb. So there you have it. Don't do as I do. Just don't do it. Whatever it was, I did. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. And if you need any of these parts, let me know. All right.